Hello, my wonderful Scorpions. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so we have woke up different, shifted energy, done tolerating, silent strength. Okay. And bottom of the decks, nothing adds up, inconsistency, suspicion, gut knows. Seems to me, Scorpio, that this could be a week where you're either like reevaluating a decision because your perspective has changed, or there's like a huge energetic shift that you feel, whether it's not feeling content in a situation, whether it's something you were okay with, something you were tolerating for quite some time and feeling like you're no more of that, or you're absolutely done with it. And silent strength is almost giving me a strong energy of moving away or detaching without an explanation, right? Not needing validation or approval, just saying, I just don't feel this is no longer, I feel this is no longer right, or I am done tolerating this and I'm moving away. Someone could view you as very hard to read this week, or they can sense you're detaching, but you're not really communicating as much. It's just a very withdrawn or silent energy here. I do feel like you could be going through a lot emotionally, but you're not showing it on the outside or expressing it, is basically what I'm sensing here with silent strength. Like you may feel like it's taking everything in you to let go or detach or move on from a situation, but you also feel like it's much needed. Okay, let's see. Some of you, on the flip side, it could be you're questioning someone's intentions or emotions towards you, right? It could be that there has been an energetic shift and you're kind of wondering, where is this energy coming from, or where did we go wrong, or why the shift all of a sudden? Okay, so we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Wands. Taking control, or feeling like you're wanting to see a change, and so you're taking the necessary steps here. The Emperor is very action oriented, and the Nine of Wands, it's like you're very determined. You may feel very wounded, you may feel very hurt or let down, but I do see that you're not allowing it to stop you here. This could also be a card of boundaries. For some of you, it's like you are not feeling comfortable with putting your heart on the line, or opening up to this person emotionally. So it could be that you quite literally have them blocked, or you've communicated your boundaries here. Some of you feel like you have a plan in mind, but you have to move in silence, or it's something that you don't want to communicate in the current moment. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. Justice card. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. I'm getting a strong message of what goes around comes around. Like someone may feel like maybe how they made you feel in the past is something that they're enduring now, or there's something here that they could even want to, like, they want to make something up to you, or they want to restore some sort of balance here. For example, if this is someone who feels like they weren't as open as they could have been, or there's something that they were dishonest about, it could be a strong energy of wanting to do the right thing. Okay, the Justice card could also touch on like legal issues pertaining to this connection as well. That's for some of you. Eight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles in the challenge position. Someone who feels very stuck when it comes to, thoughts, or they feel stuck in thoughts of you or this connection here. Because Ten of Pentacles is like a stable energy. It's usually like a higher level of commitment, but it's coming out with the Eight of Swords in the challenge position, which means this person either feels like they were in their own way, or there's some sort of mental restrictions that they're facing when it comes to pursuing something more stable with you. And I'm strongly getting, guys, like with the Justice card, like there's Like this person could be experiencing something very similar to what you have experienced in the past. Or there may be something that you were trying to, you know, it's like you were trying to get your point across or express something to this person. And it may be something that they did not understand at the time, but I think that they're having like a full circle moment or gaining some sort of clarity about you and your actions this week as well. Or something, like I said, that you were trying to communicate that they weren't that they were confused by in the past is making sense to them in the now. Okay, how are you viewing them? The Seven of Swords, someone that you don't trust or you are suspicious of something here. And the bottom of the deck, we did have nothing adds up, inconsistency, suspicion, and gut knows. So some of you feel that like you're moving away in silence because there is something that has come to light for you, or you have a gut feeling that this is someone who's being dishonest with you, but you're not communicating it, but you feel like this is a very sneaky individual. You may also feel like if you were not the one to bring someone something up, then you feel like they would have not brought it up at all. Like there's something about you being very suspicious of their behavior. You may view them as very strategic or moving in like a very, very discreet manner. But said all that to say, I think that you're viewing them as someone you don't trust. You're viewing the situation as inconsistent, but also something that you don't, or a situation where you don't feel comfortable expressing who you are or your emotions entirely. Okay, so we have the Judgment card in your feelings and the Six of Swords, choosing your peace of mind. Judgment card could be, a wake-up call where, again, whether it's a truth that's being revealed or you're realizing something about this person or this connection. But Six of Swords is like moving to calmer waters or letting go or detaching from things that really stress you out or make you feel crummy mentally. So yes, you're choosing yourself, but there's also, you're becoming very drained when it comes to this situation, or you really want to move away from a situation that makes you question a lot of things or causes a lot of confusion, within you. I also see the Judgment card as a breakthrough. Yeah, Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Some of you are choosing a new direction for yourself. There could be something that you're still thinking of that you want to communicate to this person. But I'm also strongly getting like an outcome or a situation turning out much better than you anticipated it to. So for example, like if you're trying to detach or move forward, but you are still reminded of this person, or you are still, wondering if they're going to take accountability for what they've done, the Knight of Cups could also be symbolic for like an apology or some sort of emotional confession that helps restore balance here. But Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, and Knight of Cups is really choosing yourself and choosing some form of a new direction you want to go in. So this could be like a career path. This could be just relocating, but there's some sort of a shift that you're making so that you could let go of the past or move towards something new here. And Knight of Cups, your energy. The advice behind that card is to follow your gut, trust your gut, but also follow your heart. So if you do have a gut feeling about someone, it's for a reason, right? Or if you have, your intuition is telling you to move in a direction that would be good for you, it's for a reason. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands clarifying the Eight of Swords and the Lovers clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. What I see is someone who really wants to communicate with you with the Eight of Wands, but for it to be coming up in the challenge position with the Eight of Swords, they feel some sort of mental restrictions, or they're telling themselves that it's not realistic. They're in their own way when it comes to opening up a conversation, even if it's for the sake of like checking up on you. And then we have the Lovers, which is this person acknowledging that they still have very deep emotions towards you. But the Lovers clarifying the Ten of Pentacles could be an intense connection, but there was a lack of stability due to indecisive behavior. It seems to me that this person's viewing this connection as there was a lot that was up in the air, or they feel like there's a lot of questions that went unanswered here. I'm also getting a strong energy. Eight of Wands and the Lovers could be an energy of manifesting, a specific outcome here. Because the Eight of Wands in traditional tarot, the wands represent the manifestations that you're sending out to the universe. So with the Lovers, I feel like this could be someone who is praying or manifesting, for a reconciliation here, or an opportunity to like bump into you. Like the manifestations could obviously be more specific, but I do see someone who wants to come together or reconnect with you in one way or another. But like I said, there are mental blocks that they're feeling, or while they think about that this week, it doesn't seem the most realistic to them. We have the Six of Cups, so it's someone who's feeling very nostalgic, missing you very heavily. And we also have the Tower. Losing you, Scorpio, could have impacted other areas of this person's life, or they feel like a major loss after this disconnect here. So like, even if it's someone who views you as you were always there for them, or, they really do value the role that you played in their life, it's like now that they no longer have access to that, or now that you're no longer there for them, it's like yes, it's a wake-up call, but it's also a very heavy energy of facing difficulty, accepting their reality. Because a Tower, it's something that you can't avoid. But with the Six of Cups being the first card in their feelings, they're continuously revisiting the past with you. Why? Because they feel like that's the only place that they could derive some sort of comfort from. Because the reality of the situation in the now is something that they don't want to accept. It's something that they feel like is very hurtful. The Star card, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius and the Empress, or a Libra, and we have Taurus energy as well. The Star card is wanting to heal something with you, knowing that what the connection that you guys share is very rare. It's not something that they've experienced before. And the Empress is a strong energy of seeing potential or seeking some sort of growth. But there may be some form of control that this person is releasing, because that card also touches on, attracting and not chasing, or being in this very forceful kind of energy. So this person could be trying to heal something, when it comes to themselves. But the Star card in the Tower is usually like a major realization of something that's not only very important in your life, but something that is very rare. So a realization that if I don't, for example, if I don't reach out, or if I don't have a reconciliation here, then this is something that I'm going to be reminded of, but it's also something that I have to live without, right? So it's like a very big realization that this person is having. We have the World card and the Magician in the potential outcome. So I do see a strong energy of someone manifesting, yes, a cycle closing out, but a new beginning here. What's the World card? The Three of Wands, plans for the future, and the Ten of Wands is the Magician, okay? The Nine of Swords, yep. So what I see is someone in the potential outcome manifesting to a reconciliation, turning over a new leaf here. But here's what I will say, guys. Even though there's this desire for plans for the future, with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords, the advice behind these cards is to let go of destructive thoughts, or something like along the lines of being in your own way. Nine of Swords and Eight of Swords, either they're telling themselves that what they want is not realistic, or there's a very anxious energy associated with this manifestation. And if there's anxious energy, or you're clinging on to something, it is less likely to occur, right? So I do see a mental block here when it comes to fully accepting a situation for what it is. And Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands could also be someone who wants to work something out with you, but they know it's not going to be a walk in the park, because the Ten of Wands could be read as something that you desire or want, but you know that it's going to take a lot of work to get to that destination. Okay, so let's see if there's anything they want to communicate. I think this is someone who's going to continue to feel very, very worried or anxious about the future of this connection as well. And the first card is, I knew exactly what I was doing. So they could feel a level of guilt where, how do I reverse the effects of what has happened? Yes, I want a new beginning, but maybe this is why it doesn't feel realistic for them. I wish things could be different. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of wishing and hoping going on. I regret lying to you. So this is someone who has a lot of regret for their dishonesty. And look at this, you were the best thing in my life. And I mentioned in their feelings, they're realizing what they could have had with you. They're realizing how rare this connection was. And I was also getting a strong energy of this person feeling like, because yes, there is regret for how they've treated you, right? Yes, that's why they're revisiting the past. But this person also feels like your energy is very irreplaceable, right? It seems to me that they did not experience a connection like this prior to connecting with you. And so it says, you were the best thing in my life. So this person is feeling a major loss. And then it says, I couldn't let you get close to me. And I did touch on the Eight of Swords. It could be read as a case of self sabotage. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.